Hey everyone, welcome back to F1 2020, my team Minardi. We just come off the back of a beautiful win at Monza. All of our sponsors want to renew themselves, so do you know what? Let's renew them all because actually they are all doing a fantastic job for us. Now, we've got a little bit of time before we get to Singapore. I was wondering quite what we should do. I think we'll do the aerodynamics equipment upgrade because that gives us some resource points. I think we'll do some reaction training with Delatraz just so that he is compos mentis. And then we go driver or team. Driver or team, how are we looking? We're kind of getting close to the level 15, aren't we? Oh, but I'd quite like that level 15 so that I can then pay to get the oh, you know what I mean, the third tier of driver upgrades. So that works for me. We'll go with that. Advance time.
Those new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Nice. Okay, let's get our new weekly running costs in. So we're now up to 6.83 million. And look at what we've made in terms of resource points as well. Oh, we're just kind of short of doing a big juicy, aren't we? We're so far ahead in the aero department. Oh, Ferrari have brought an upgrade in the chassis there. That's interesting. Kind of feels like we should be investing a little bit in the durability, but sod it. Oh, we aren't going to be ready for... Oh, be ready for Russia, though. It's only a minor one, though. Let's do it. I think. Ah, so many decisions, and there are such silly decisions as well. What's the percentage? 18. Only 10 there now. Yeah, do you know what? Do it. 18. Let's do drag. Less drag the better. I'll have that, thank you. Okay, that's in a second round of filming. We're on round 16 at the moment. Do we want to upgrade a facility? Because we can now generate even more resource points. Let's do it on the power unit front. Yeah, let's do that. then I'm happy. And then we're going to go off to practice. I'll catch you in a bit. Hey everyone, welcome back after practice, and oh dear, this is going to be possibly the most embarrassing race ever. I'm trying to decide. So the race has 4 wet bits, 3 dry bits, which to me makes me think that it will get wet quick. So I've been trying to make my own wet setup around Marina Bay. I stuck very hard. I've managed to find something that feels good and works in intermediate weather, which is what I think will be in potentially the most. I don't know, and I'm flitting between whether I should go for the dry setup, which I already know stinks because I stink around the circuit, or the inters one where I seem to be like fighting around at the top, and then in the wet weather, like the full wet, I was miles off. So whatever setup I go for doesn't work for all of the things. So this is going to be a shit show. Is essentially what I'm trying to say here. Let's bang on some of my beautiful components and go into practice. But it also then means that because quali is dry, I'm like, oh, what do I go for? Do I go for the wet setup or the dry setup? And so often I've gone dry and then been absolutely buggered, and it's around having a rear wing that can cope with things around a street circuit in the wet, because then it keeps it stable. So for me, I feel like I need to go for the wet setup or the intermediate setup that I've got and just hope for the best. That I'm not completely off the pace in the dry, which is debatable because practice had all different kinds of weather conditions and nothing that really suited. So I feel completely out of my depth and not prepared, which is a shame because our car is looking good. This is also the first, I appreciate again this is going to be well out of whack compared to real life and where we are. But I've just accepted all of the very first performance updates because I'm recording this on the Saturday of, well, early Saturday morning for qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix. So just to kind of put that in context. So there's lots of performance updates here as well. So I've gone for my wet setup, which will be rubbish down the straights in theory. This has gone remarkably well so far. Which now makes me mildly worried. There we go. Don't worry, we won't stay competitive. I cannot do the exit of the bridge on this track for love nor money. Oh, this corner. I know I've said it in previous streams, but I am just frankly woeful. Come on. This is going to be an absolute cluster. Let's try and make it entertaining by qualifying vaguely up the grid. I mean, I never saw actually being competitive in the dry run going well.
That was a fantastic drive.
Forgive the quali boo-boo. It's the problem with having differentials set at 50 and 55.
And with qualifying complete,
Nice.
let's review our top 3 today. Smith, Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
We will. Hamilton doing well. Ricciardo up there for Red Bull again. Bottas, Albon, Ferrari 6th and 7 with Vettel and Leclerc. That's interesting. Delatraz not far behind. Alfa Romeo there, not able to keep up with Verstappen, but Verstappen doing a good account for him. Russell in the top 10. 2 Renaults. Surprises me that Alfa Tauri are down in 13th and 16th with that car. Sandwiching the McLarens. Stroll not great. The 2 Haas's ahead of Alfa Romeo's Nick de Vries there, who really struggled. That surprises me. Then the 2 Williamses at the back. We'll take a look at the car performances after this as well. I just realised I forgot to show you. No. But I'm pleased with that. Because it means that I can be absolutely ridiculously terrible and still have some cars around me, at least initially. I was going to say, that should be a tiny improvement for both of us. Level 17 for the team, though. That's good. Okay. I wonder how this will go, then. Oh. So thinking performance, then, so they can see the changing in weather. If you see what has taken place, so we have moved slightly ahead of Mercedes again. Red Bull have bought a tiny upgrade. Ferrari have bought an upgrade which has moved them back ahead of Alpha Tauri. McLaren have bought the juiciest upgrade though. Look at them. They've been able to pull closer to Renault, and actually Alfa Romeo have bought an upgrade that have pulled them closer to Racing Point. So quite while they've had both their cars kind of have a bit of a shocker. That's interesting there. Haas beating De Vries, yet they've not bought an upgrade, so that's interesting. Okay. I'm not keen. Bit worried.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Smith lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas, Alexander Albon, and Vettel, Leclerc, Delatraz, Verstappen, and George Russell, Ocon, Gasly, Sergio Perez, and Sainz, Norris, Kvyat, Lance Stroll, and Kevin Magnussen, Grosjean, De Vries, Giovinazzi, and Nicholas Latifi.
What happened to De Vries?
It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Of all the complex things this game even does, and it can't actually...
After the podium last race, people are expecting a lot from you this weekend, but it's going to be tough from here.
Why is it tough from there? We're on pole. Oh. We might run into problems, you know. We're going to be 2 stopping and then the rain doesn't come in time. Okay, we're going to need to be flexible on this strategy, you know. Oh! Hammy! Oh, seems to be... Oh, and more dramas there. Stop spanking the back of me, mate. Okay, when we get onto a weather report.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Oh, that's a bit further into the race than I'd hoped. Ooh. Oh, I think we're going to be mauled.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Is it? Oh. I'm seriously going to have to leave a look at my controller or the fact that... Oh! Hamilton's into the pits! I didn't think he hit me that badly. Wow, okay. I think there was a Haas in there as well. No Valtteri. And this is the problem. I don't feel like the AI have to choose a strategy. I feel like they switch to whatever they need on the fly, if that makes sense. Now actually, rather annoyingly, that front wing change could well have just given Hamilton the race win.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Which is why I'm now trying to mix 3 it to try and get any kind of advantage that we can. Because he's now in clear air and we're probably driving a bit like a moose. Oh, this lap is going way better. Oh. Until I nearly do a Hulkenberg on an inside wall. Oh! Wow.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful.
Weather report.
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I wonder. I seriously wonder. So that's Bottas in as well.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
I don't think I can make these tyres last that long. But those outside the top 10 I think could. There's Hamilton with his fastest race lap. And that's why he is now in potentially the prime seat. I am super tempted to just stay out, you know.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh, we do.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy. Push now. We're boxing this lap.
I'm not sure I want to. Weather report.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the rain. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Oh. No, we aren't going to make it, are we? Oh, not if we do things like that, we won't. And that's because I'm having to run a dry setup, a wet setup, which means that my car is just not compatible with what the AI expects. Okay, let's come in. Half the field are in anyway, so let's see how we get on. So that's Latifi through. So 10 have gone on.
Release, release.
That's Hamilton into the lead. Jammy little shitbag.
Now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
I hate that pit out. Oh, I could feel him around. Weather report.
We don't think think it's gonna stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment. Watch out. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Nope. Again? Oh, that's going to be drama. Ah!
Louis is in the pits. Louis in the pits.
I think they've just smacked each other as well. Okay, so literally everyone came in. No one doing the crazy. Interesting.
Boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Here comes the rain. I don't think we would have made it.
Keep this up. We're leading our teammate by 3.3 seconds.
In fact, actually, I'm going to try and push really hard now to get away because I don't want to ruin Delatraz's great race so far. Oh shit. Ah! Oh wow, it wouldn't matter if I'd done that.
That was a big one.
Oh, we're out!
Confirm you're okay, please.
Ah! Oh, whoopsie! Let's dive back actually. Right, let's go.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Confirmed. Ah! This is skiddy. Okay, Delatraz has gone round again. As has Ricardo, Ocon, Norris. And now DRS is disabled, so we're on the right.
Complete, go now.
Is that Magnussen?
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Gingerly does it. Oh, I feel sorry for Delatraz. He's going to get absolutely mugged. Unless this is going to get so heavy so quickly that wets become the
DRS
thing.
has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline.
There's Hamilton past Magnussen. Yeah, they're losing seconds rather than tenths, aren't they?
Use your overtake button for more power. We need to push.
I'm going for it, I'm going for it. Their options now are to come in and fit the wets. Because this already doesn't feel quite right for Inters. And I really hope it doesn't go to wets because I am not great at that. Oh, come on, K-Mag, get out of
Louis
it.
is coming in for his stop.
No, they've gone Inters. Oh, Louis, I'm so sorry for you, mate.
Seconds.
Oh, wow, is he still going to get out? Oh, he's going to lose out to a... I'm assuming that's Sainz. He was doing a stunning job in that McLaren. Okay, so this was why I needed to put on a wet setup. Because look, I'm just falling away at a ridiculous pace from Hamilton. Leclerc, Albon, Bottas and Co are all closing up. But this was worse when I was trying to do this on other setups. So this is still good for me. I just cannot drive in the wet on this game. At all.
The car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Albon's going to have a Bottas problem in a minute. Concentration. Ooh. Sad times for Nicholas Latifi. Don't know quite where he
We're
was.
still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Will do. I hate that corner with a passion.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Jeff, what are you on, mate? I keep thinking that flashing Pirelli sign is a yellow flag.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Delatraz not able to do anything about signs.
Forecast suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
Albon just about keeping Bottas at bay, but that looks close for fourth.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Really starting to struggle now. percentage-wise, tyres are alright, but it's just drift, like, it's constantly skidding. Ah, stop it. I must fundamentally, like, I know I lose time at that corner. Maybe I just approach it wrong at, like, all times. Okay, we've got enough fuel to mix fuel 3 it all the way home, I think. We've lost so much time to Hamilton in this last, like, lap and a bit. There is just no grip out here. I wonder if this would have been, in theory, wet tyres. Oh, Leclerc's pitted. What are you doing pitting on the last lap?
The race gap to teammate behind is 7.8 seconds.
Weirdo. I mean, great, because I can just coast it round now, but weirdo. That puts Sainz into 5, Delatraz to 6, it looks like Verstappen's in 7, Vettel 8. That shows how badly I'm doing because of how quickly they are closing. Come on, Simon, just one more bit to go. Accidentally put it in neutral. I was going to say, he's won already. Come on. Nice.
Good job, you did
I would
really
never
well.
have thought of
Super
that round
driving.
Singapore.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
Oh, Danny Rick lost out.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part.
I suppose Red Bull
Congratulations
double
then to
stacked, didn't
Mercedes,
they?
Your race winners today.
Because only a couple, well, only 5 went round again, didn't they? Delatraz was one of them. Initially lost out, but actually didn't lose out too much. Let's see where the rest all finished.
And after this round of the World Championship,
Ooh.
here's how things
Ah,
look in the drivers'
Grosjean.
table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Sainz?
Carlos Sainz would be my first
Yeah.
choice for this race. He had excellent race stamina, giving him the opportunity to charge through the ranks.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table.
What?
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
God, Crafty's more drunk than normal. Okay, so Hamilton masterclass. We scrabbled home second ahead of Albon. Bottas signs a stunning fifth. Delatraz, I think, will be delighted with sixth. Verstappen improved to 7. Vettel, the only Ferrari, scoring 8. Russell grabbed points in 9. Ricciardo down in 10. Double stacking, really ruining his race. Grosjean, a superb 11th. That's his best result in the game for me. Ahead of Ocon, Norris. Giovinazzi 14th. I think we'll be pleased with that. Ahead of Kvyat, De Vries. Gasly losing out in the Renault. Stroll. K-Mag was the slowest of the, stayed out a lap longer as well, so that ruined it for him. Leclerc and Perez as well down in 21st. I wonder what happened to him. Did he have to deal with more stuff then? Yeah, Leclerc and Perez both then having to pit for new wings. Oh, it doesn't say what happened to Perez though, but he had to pit anyway. So that keeps Hamilton 40 points clear from Bottas. We are in third, just 8 behind him actually, interestingly. Vettel moves ahead of Ricciardo, Albon moves ahead of Leclerc, although they're on equal points. Verstappen still solid, ahead of Gasly, Perez, Ocon, Kvyat is ahead, Russell. Delatraz moves ahead of K-Mag, good. Good points there, up into 15. And I was going to say, I thought gives it a little bit more justice now. Grosjean and Giovinazzi both scoring better non-point scoring finishes than Latifi, but De Vries already had an 11th beforehand, so that's why he stays ahead of Grosjean. Hang on. AlphaTauri have scored. Okay. We have a ginormous bug. I can't work that out. Can anyone? It's not even a. It's not attributed points to the AlphaTauris. And Kvyat is there. Gasly was at Renault, but Gasly didn't score either. I'm trying to work out permutations of how it could have given AlphaTauri some points, and I really can't think it. So God knows what has happened there. This game, I think what I might do, I'm running these things well ahead of time, so that they're like bulk uploaded. I think what I'm going to do is pause and wait for a patch.
Great work out there today. Let's have your
This
thoughts.
game.
Are you happy with your performance today? The weather was miserable today, but do you feel this was an advantage for you? Is there anything that you think gave you the edge over your rivals?
Who are we buttering up at the moment? Chassis, aren't we? Yeah.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Great. Well, that's everything.
To be fair, they all ran into the back of me. I can't help being really slow round that corner. Okay, so amazingly, we've actually got even more points over Vettel. I'm genuinely astounded. Good improvement for us. Good improvement for Delatraz. More points for him. Great stuff. Some more acclaim. We're marching towards level 15 as a driver. And... nice. If Delatraz can actually now start running in the top 10, that score 3 points as a constructor, I might be able to raise up a bit as that sponsor. Because then we're running a 2-car team that can actually score points now. Fonkang. Oh well. Good round. Confusion over the bug and my terrible driving around that same old corner, but nothing new.
This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
And that looked like we had just had a failed part come through. Great. Thanks all. Join you next time on High Plane Games. I'll catch you later. Bye.